The purpose of this program, as you guys know, is the visionary team want to show their agendas and programs and their progress to the voters. They have invited all the voters, and I would like to, before inviting Waqas, I will do a short introduction to Waqas. Waqas has been the previous president, all you guys know. He is a software architect in Westpac, and he has been Australian since 2005. He joined PTI in 2009 and has been working very hard to, in the last year, which was very critical, to organize different events. I have personally worked with him. He has a strong nervous system, I would say, to all the difficult times, to all some of the problematic issues. He has been carrying the team and he has been delivering what he's supposed to do. He was the most hard-working person in the whole team. Now some of the guys, I was in the event team, other people were there, but he was with everything and he was delivering. So I would invite him to tell us about his next plans after the election and enlighten about his programs. Mr. Waqas.
Thank you very much, Sahib. I welcome all of you on behalf of the Software Visionary panel. As you know, that tonight you will get an opportunity to know about Visionary panel, the member of this team. They will be participating in upcoming Intra party election. We'll walk you through that what was our, as you know that this is the team that is continuing from the last tenure. We'll walk you through what we promised in our previous elections against our promise, what we have delivered. We'll walk you through what our plans are for the next elections, and you will get a chance to see the comparison between our performance and the performance before us. And then you will have an opportunity to ask us questions, whatever you have in your mind. Feel free to ask anything. People, those who know the history of Pakistan, they know that millions of people sacrificed their life for a land where they would implement the Islamic welfare social system and make it a role model for the modern world. But what we saw these days, in our time and in the time of our parents, that things were not happening the way they were supposed to be. No one realized it for 60 to 65 years. From last couple of from last decade or so, Imran Khan realized that and we have to just exploit that potential. And Pakistan has an opportunity and all that it needs to become one of the best nations on the face of earth. So what ideology has brought all of us together tonight? We believe Imran Khan and PTI struggles. Pakistan has the potential to develop into one of the great countries of the world. We believe that Imran Khan's vision and PTI policy hold the key to save Pakistan. And the most important thing, in our view, every Pakistani has an obligation to the extent of his ability to participate in this struggle. No one is here. No matter how good we talk about things, no matter how best plan we have, until we execute our plans, until we exploit our potential, we are not going to change anything around us. So this is what we have to realize, and this is the most important thing. Last year, I feel very proud. I don't know how come Allah gave me and my team an opportunity to do this very important task and very important time. We got an opportunity last year to establish PTI NSW to the extent that we were able to, and people were very excited because of the general elections in Pakistan. We started interacting with the Pakistani community, and we saw a very good response from them. We raised one of the most significant amount of political fund in the history of Australia. No one has ever done before. PTI NSW was the role model and a pioneer in doing all that stuff. We raised over $100,000 from PTI New South Wales for PTI Pakistan political activities. And as a role model, as a PTI New South Wales as a role model, other states also followed us, and cumulative from Australia, it was close to $175,000 in just 6 to 7 months time. We initiated too many events of interaction with the Pakistani community. Altogether, roughly 10 events were arranged, fundraising events, mass membership campaigns, protests altogether in 6 months' time. That was also one of the wonderful achievements of the team. One of the biggest events that we had, it attracted around 700 people. I remember just 1 year before that, ex-President Mahmoud Chadha, I was visiting the venues in Sydney for one of our events. And we went to this particular hall, MC Function Center, and we just saw the magnificence of that hall, and we asked the price of arranging an event over there, and we just looked at each other. Come on, we just dream about it that one day PTI can hold an event in this so magnificent big place with 600 plus capacity. And we just walked out, spent half an hour over there, and we said that we're just joking, we can never reach to that point. And by God, I was not aware that 1 year later we will be there with the jam-packed hall. So this was one good thought. The other biggest achievement that we had was we had established the Jamie Johnson grassroots movement. Our team was around 40 plus members. We have most of them. They were they came from different backgrounds. They were selected through a selection process. Expression of interest was taken from all the members in New South Wales. Then there were interview process and things like that, and we selected one of the best people of that kind. Started introducing policies and procedures within the team. We defined all the job responsibilities, how we have to do particular day-to-day activity. We documented them, and it will be an achievement of this team. Whoever comes after this election will hand over that stuff to that team, and it will be a good starting point for them as well. So whatever the hard work we have done, anyone can get benefit of that, and they don't have to be employed from that point onwards. As a result of mass membership drives, we registered more than 700 people from New South Wales, and altogether from Australia about 1,000 people. Before we joined, the registered member on PTI Pakistan was around 2,500. Now it is touching 4,000, and most of that is the contribution of PTI New South Wales working team that consisted on roughly 30 plus dedicated members. The other thing we did was we kept our members up to date. We had regular meetings every month in time. Believe me, it was not as late as this event was. It was used to be maximum 15 to 20 minutes late, according to the invitation, with respect to the invitation. And then we kept our members informed. Most of the times, monthly updates, and each and every important update that required just kept on updating our members. We had a very good penetration in local media, printed media, electronic media, and all other mechanisms. That is another achievement we have. So whatever I have talked to you about, you have all the graphs in front of you as well, and you can see this chart that takes a comparison of PTI New South Wales last year with respect to the previous 4 years together. So dollar amount that PTI New South Wales sent to Pakistan last year was 1,000, while in 2008 and 2012 it was $100,000. From 2008 to 2012, in 4 years, it was altogether $23,000. The number of paying members that were reached in our time was close to approximately 200, while in the first 4 years, they were roughly 70. Just members online, as I said, 1,500 plus. Today, there were 700 at that time. There were used to be just one mass membership campaign. We had 5 mass membership campaigns during our time. That's why we had that was a lot. The maximum number I saw in one of the PTI New South Wales events, other than Imran Khan when he came to Australia, there were roughly 300 people at that time. But other than that, the maximum number we touched was 150, while our function has been up to 700 in attendance on 23rd March. Number of events, as I said, that we have managed to go through up to 10 events in 1 year. It's not an easy stuff. We know, and all the team members, those are present here, that how hard it is when you are having responsibility of your home, kids, and then office and all that stuff. We expect a lot of energy from all these things to be spent in this way. The working committee, that was about 30 people, large team. That's why we were able to achieve all that. Monthly meetings were conducted regularly. We kept on publishing our meeting minutes in time. Our SLA was within a week of the monthly meeting, and we always met that. We were punctual in our meetings. We had good preparation for the members. Our organization structure was advanced. One of the good things was that before our time, PTI New South Wales was being managed like just like call it chit-chat thingy or drawing room politics sort of stuff. This team made it like an organization, and we contributed like we are doing some sort of professional work, professional jobs, like we do in our offices. So that was, initially people didn't realize that what we are trying to do. But later on, with the outcome that we have got from all this effort, they realize that if you have to get something out of it, you have to organize yourself, you have to measure your progress, you have to set goals and strive hard to achieve them as well. So that was the biggest difference in that time. Management of organizational matters and record keeping. We introduced online record management system. With the help of that management system, we were used to manage things properly. Not only we were taking care of related stuff for New South Wales, other states were getting benefit of all our work. Not even other states. OIC was also sharing the information that we were trying to manage. One other initiative that we took was we set up South Research Wing. That was our one big feeling that people living in Australia, Pakistanis living in Australia, either they are contributing financially or their moral support or some physical support in the ground in Pakistan. What else we can do? As you know, that best of the brains, they are getting brain drain from Pakistan, and they are going everywhere in the world and serving the developed countries. So though our Pakistani community in Australia is not very big, but still we have one of the best brains in Australia. The biggest achievement we have that we have highlighted, or we have identified roughly 50 plus highly qualified and very skilled professionals, and we have gathered them, or we have arranged them in 10 different teams. So far, though we are not able to get any tangible output from it, but at least we have identified that, okay, this person is good in engineering, one particular stuff, this person is good in medicine, this person is good in some other things. So we have identified all the potential, and now we will be planning, we will be getting in touch with KPK government, the technical link over there, and we ask them that this is the resource pool we have here in Australia. Please let us know that you need anything from us. Or if any sort of capability is not in Pakistan with you, let us know, we'll explore it here. Nishan? So that was the history. What we are going to do in the next term, if we get elected, previously the most of the time was setting up the organizational structure, building the base of the party. Now we are moving towards a little bit advanced stuff. We want to give benefits to our members. Previously, we got a lot of complaint from our members. We are your paying member. What sort of benefits we are getting from you? This time we have decided that we'll issue PTI New South Wales loyalty card for the members, and on the basis of that particular card, they will be able to use the different partner businesses for getting some sort of benefit. For some important matters, if we see that we need an input from the paying members, we'll involve them in decision making for PTI New South Wales as well. We'll take input from all the paying members. You will have to become a regular paying member. Your membership fee up to date. Other important stuff that we have to touch is unity. As you know that Pakistanis are very famous for different reasons. One of the reasons is it's very hard to gather them together on one table. Everyone has differences, a lot of differences. Those are not usually present in other people. So we want to do a lot of work. There's no pressure in coming times for election. So we had a lot of time available. So we figured out that what went wrong, where we were at fault, what sort of opportunities we have to exploit to minimize the friction with ourselves. This is what we focus on. Community services. This is another area that we'll explore. We had this point in our last agenda as well, last year's agenda, but we were not able to focus on it fully. So this time we want to spend a lot of time like this as well. Trade and invest in Pakistan. Millionaire Pakistan is like that. So first we go and identify them, talk to KPK government, see what sort of opportunities are out there, make sure that their investment is secure, and we'll reach them from here. This is another area that we explore. Accountability. A lot of money goes from here, and members ask us that we don't know where this money is going to be spent in Pakistan. So we'll make PTI Pakistan accountable to let us know where our money is being spent. As you know, you can go to PTI website tonight and you can see the audit reports over there that tells you that in Australia how much money was raised, what were the expenses. Similarly, the money that goes to PTI Pakistan, you go and ask them that where did we spend this money, so that people have confidence on it. We have PTI in Pakistan, and the other thing we might do is monthly newsletters to let people inform. The format we decide yet, but this is what we have monthly newspapers or local news and news in Pakistan and the progress and stuff. Social media, we try to manage things over there as well. As you have seen, things have gone beyond control. We are learning. So we have realized that, okay, freedom is something, but there should be a boundary to freedom as well. There are policies and procedures for social media. Most of the people, they are not aware of them today. That's why they don't follow. So first we make the members aware of the social media policies of PTI, so that they obey them in the online environment. And if there are some challenges, whatever the policy says, we'll take action against that as well, because you have to keep the balance in between such sort of things. Last year, this was our manifesto, and on the other hand, that manifesto is for this current year. You can do a comparison in front of you. How we set up how we focus on the grassroots level stuff, and now on what we have done last year, we try to extend that to years. That's why our slogan for this election campaign is building on our previous year's progress. Stuff I can offer you tonight in the form of this particular Visionaries team is they are among the most competent and dedicated and committed people in IT. And one thing is common across all of them is they have only one priority, and that is their cause. They don't do stuff, they didn't join PTI for any other reason. All of them, they are very successful professionals. They are happy in their life. They have come out from their comfort zone and they are delivering to this particular cause.
अच्छा, आप लोगों के कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो वकास या विजनरी टीम से आप लोग अपने क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं और उसके बाद हम प्रदर्शन की तैयार। आप मेरे ख्याल में पूरी टीम अगर यहाँ आती है तो बेहतर रहेगा। वकास क्लियर करके आप लोगों के क्वेश्चन।
Thank you, Sonia. Before that you ask me or the team questions, I have to make a confession. So far I have given you good things, good stuff, what we achieved. One thing that I tried my level best, but I failed miserably. The promise I made in my last election campaign was I will bring in the other panel and we'll be having a joint session and members will have the opportunity to listen to both of the teams and then they will make a comparison. So unfortunately I couldn't do it. I tried my level best. I tried last night as well, but inshallah I didn't give up. Even if I win or not, I'll still keep on trying. If I lose, there is a good chance next time I will come over with my team. If I win, I'll make sure that other guys come as well. The other thing is, before you guys leave, please take this paper with you. This is our manifesto. This tells us what we have achieved so far, what are our next plans. It will help you to make the comparison. And please don't vote just for the sake of your friendship or some other particular personal reasons. Only vote on merit. Because if you vote on merit, you will be electing the right people, and the right people for sure will do the right job. Any question?
I have a question. You mentioned a number of ways that PTI NSW could contribute to Pakistan, investing in KPK. Obviously, last year you were able to raise $100,000. I think a concern that I frequently hear from people here in New South Wales is that we're treated as cash cows, and that we're being exploited, and we aren't necessarily getting anything in return. I want to clarify with you, what do you think is the philosophy of PTI New South Wales? What's the rationale? Is it for Pakistan, or is it Pakistan and the people here in New South Wales as well? Obviously you have wonderful cultural and social events where we get together, we get to network, we get to make new friends, but in 2014, what's the one thing you would like to give back to the community?
What I'll say that first thing is for sure it's a misconception that PTI has made their international chapters as cash cows. This is not the case. What you should know and you should be proud of is it is your money that runs into the veins of PTI like blood. They don't have money like other parties. They don't have black money over there to spend billions and billions on election campaigns. It is your money that is keeping PTI alive in Pakistan. So all of your membership fee, the one stuff that you pay, it goes as is to Pakistan. We don't take even a single cent out of it. Each and every worker here is a volunteer. We spend our own resources on each and everything. We don't take even a single cent back from this. Other stuff, said that, so how will
Sorry, just might add here that audit report, you want to touch on that?
yes, I have told these guys that audit report is already published on the PTI website. You can compare that only $200 something have been taken out of $150,000, and those $200 in 2 years are the bank fees only, monthly bank fees. In our manifesto, we have mentioned that we will pay back to the paying members. We'll introduce members loyalty card that will give you a lot of advantages in the community businesses. We'll offer discounts on our events, discount tickets, entry tickets, and we'll keep on thinking of how we can provide benefit to our paying members. While the other money that you're talking about helping Pakistan and KPK, it would be an investment opportunity. There will be two categories. One, your charity. The other thing is if you want to do investment in Pakistan. So we'll work with PTI government in Pakistan, in KPK, and ask them to provide us secure investment options. For sure, everyone would like to spend in Pakistan, and I assure you, the return on investment in Pakistan will be far more than having your money here or you do business here in Australia, because these are mature countries, return on investment is not as good as if you do proper good investment in Pakistan. Only thing we don't get investment in Pakistan is it's not secure. So we have to first make the surety and give confidence to people living in Australia that your money is guaranteed secure, and these are the options. Anything else?
Any other question?
That's okay, I don't need mine. Talking about the candidates' speech, shouldn't that be compulsory, like for the candidates to make a speech, sit together in one place? And I reckon there should be, for PTI especially, should be basically for any chapter anywhere in the world, it should be compulsory for any candidate to come up in front of people, come forward and have a proper speech. It shouldn't be just live like whether they come or not.
Yes, you're right. But I tell you one thing, that all international chapters, they run under the umbrella of OIC, Office of International Chapters in Pakistan. There are, I think, more than 30 countries where PTI is functioning today. And OIC is the governing body on all of them. For sure, we'll make this recommendation to OIC. This is one of the biggest wish list as well. And hopefully gradually, because they are also learning. Every year they are improving their election process and things like that. Inshallah, I'm very hopeful that next year.
Party of intellectuals, we need party for reason, so we need to see what the other people got. Everything should be in front of everyone.
I have a question. Did you invite the question about did you invite the other team to attend tonight's dinner and engage in a debate?
Okay. Look, we do understand where you guys are coming from. It's a democratic process. Last year was the first election, I think, in PTI, and this one's going to be the second one. So it's a learning process.
No, I mean,
it's not compulsory. I'll get back to your question. It's not compulsory right now. We have few suggestions for OIC, not just that, few others, which we'll be making if we get elected, or if we don't get elected, we will recommend that to elected group to basically forward it on to OIC. Now, my understanding is that Waqas Bashir here was responsible to contact yesterday the team. I think it's called one team. I believe.
Like on my personal, on behalf, I have invited them all different personal channels, and yesterday I have made personal calls to each and every candidate, and all other members who are supporting those candidates as well. I requested each and every one, please come forward. No matter it's our arranged event, but we will give you as equal opportunity as to ourselves. And like we guarantee you, there will be only positive thing coming out of it. But people their own personal choice, perhaps they were busy.
What was there?
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to say that it doesn't mean that they don't want to come. It could be for personal reasons. It's Saturday.
What was their response?
Yeah, their response was like they will think about it. They thank me for this scheme and offer, and they said that they will try that their level best for our progress.
One more.
I would keep turning because I come to you. You have asked one question already.
Just on the same note, you mentioned that you contacted them only yesterday. Wouldn't it have been great that we all got, I believe, the invitation last Monday or Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Would it have been better that you should have actually organized this event in consent of with the other group and try to make a suitable time for both parties, and we could have all together and putting on questions to you as well as the other group.
Sorry, I personally tried to try to contact the right panel, because to be honest with you, at that time I wasn't sure exactly who's running for which position. and Mr. Wasim, which I'd like to please pass on my message. Now, this particular occasion is our launch and what we have to offer. What was advised that it's good to be on a neutral ground, somewhere a different venue where both of us can go and actually discuss our, and we can invite voters and everyone, and we can discuss questions can be asked and we can discuss. So we did invite, as I said, we did try, but that does not mean, once again, I just want to make sure that everyone, that does not mean that they don't want to come and attend. Whatever reason, personal reasons, whatever the reason is, but we hope to see them in future. Maybe on a neutral thing, as Zahid was saying that he would like to organize it and we all need your help. So maybe we can encourage everyone to come and, as you said, talk openly so that people can see who they're voting for. And that's what we wanted to do. That's why we are giving you this as well, so that you can pay and see. We want to build on what we started. I think that's do you want to add something to that?
Inshallah, we'll try our level best. And what I have seen is this year the good stuff. Every panel is talking about unity. They are also open to get united. In either case, similarly at our end as well. And I promise on behalf of my team, in front of all of you, that we'll provide equal opportunity if we win to them. And if they win, we'll work as good as we would be doing if we would have. Last year, the process was to cast your vote online. Most probably it would be same, but Election Commission, PTI Election Commission is testing casting votes via SMS as well in other international chapters. Didn't decide yet. Our recommendation, like my panel recommendation, was to do it via online as well, because while doing online you get two opportunities. One, while casting your vote, you see the profile of each and every candidate. And the second thing, you can cast your vote from anywhere in the world. So this is the candidate. So let's see. It's not
They will advise us.
I have a question from all of you candidates. I heard somewhere that today there was a live debate on some radio channel. No one put any spotlight on it. Can you guys put some light on it? What happened with live debate and what kind of cause?
Yes, there is a community channel in Sydney, FM 88.5. I got invitation from the guys I have been asked who runs this radio channel. He asked me to come to the radio channel today at 3 p.m. With all of my panel, and he said that the other team is also coming, and he will provide as a neutral person an opportunity to both of the panels to speak about their achievements, what their goals are, things like that. And I consider it a good opportunity. And there was a lot of debate about this sort of thing. It was mentioned on Facebook as well in our media news software groups. So I saw a lot of members encouraging this sort of thing as well. But when today we reached over there, we realized that perhaps they are not coming due to their personal reasons, or I don't know what happened. So, but we were there. We took this opportunity to let the audience know about the motive of PTI, how we are doing it, and this opportunity to express our achievements as well as Visionary panel. And hopefully the guy Zahid Minhas, he said that he will make sure the next week they come over as well. And then he will invite us once again. We'll try next week too.
Last question.
Just want to add a little bit. I think this is probably because it happened too quick. Just a couple of days ago about interesting. And it might have been a little bit of miscommunication because we probably not prepared properly. But I believe it was my understanding that they would have got notice in this debate, live debate going on as well also. So hopefully that by then they've already
It's a good chance.
yeah, it's a good chance, definitely. Good chance. They would have come live and you can speak, and of course they will talk about our vision, and definitely voters would like to know about their vision as well. Still, unfortunately, we still set out for their vision at the moment actually. They haven't talked about it.
one last question, please. About the funding accountability from KPK government, how do you plan to get this information, and how do you think the accurate information you will get, how accurate information will be?
Okay, perhaps I will have explained explicitly. When I said accountability means the money that we generate from Australia to PTI Pakistan for their political activities.
Yeah.
How PTI Pakistan spend. It's not Pakistan money spending on KPK.
Fund that goes from here, basically.
The funds that we collect here goes to PTI Pakistan for their political activities.
Yeah.
They have their financial department, and they keep record of each and every spending.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of discussing this request, fulfilling all the requirements, and extracting information from them for PTI Australia. That okay, we have provided you this much money. Where did you spend it? They can say, okay, we spent this much money in particular jalsas, or we have these.
With the proof, not just.
There is a there is a like one thing that you guys should be aware of is there is very strict audit system in PTI throughout Pakistan. The way you are seeing here that each and every cent gets displayed publicly, the similar thing happens in Pakistan as well. So just because the reports they publicize is bulk report. That report does not say where did you spend $150,000 that you got from Australia. It does not talk about that. So what we are interested in, where did you spend Australian money?
Yeah,
So
politics
we'll
are
work with
very
the finance
busy over there.
department.
It's really hard to get proper information.
Let's see, we'll try our level best, because this is the desire from our members. They want to know that what they are doing with that money. So
Exactly.
similar thing we'll ask them, and then we'll see how they can. Okay, if so far they are not keeping the track of this money, maybe from that time onwards, if they agree to provide this information, they will start tracking it, and then they will give us a report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Visionary.